A deep amber glow breaks across the canyon edge, shining over a man who's learned to rise from every fall. I've walked the canyon where the cold winds bite, held my ground in the thinning light, every hard mile carved truth in my bones, every quiet ache strengthened the fire I claim, every broken night fed the grit in my frame. I rise against the canyon cold, steady and bold, holding strong when the night unfolds. When the world leans hard, I don't lose hope. Yeah, I rise stronger through the canyon cold. I've seen brave men bend under winter's weight, watch good dreams stall at the edge of fate. But something in me keeps burning warm, a stubborn spark against the storm. And when the frost crawls deep beneath my skin, I breathe slow, stand firm, full strength within. A rise again, cold, steady and bold, holding strong when the night unfolds. When the world leans hard, I don't lose hope. Yeah, I rise stronger through the canyon cold. I rise a canyon cold, steady and bold, holding strong when the night unfolds. When the world leans hard, I don't lose hope. Yeah, I rise stronger through the canyon cold. Yeah, I rise stronger through the canyon cold. Yeah. And the dawn spreads soft across my boots, still rising, still me. The soft red horizon stretches across a far distance, glowing against the steps of a man who's learned to rise from every kind of wreckage. I walk the edge with a strong loose side, stood through darkness that stole the light, every 1 mile carved truth in my chest, taught me to rise when I had nothing left. Every rough dawn hardened the fire I keep, every long night dug my roots down deep. sharp along my spine. I breathe slow, stand firm, claim what's mine. I find strength in the far red distance wide, holding steady where the weary hide. When the world turns cold, I hold my stride. Yeah, my strength grows in the far red distance wide. Settles warm beneath my boots. Still rising, still me. I find strength in the far red distance wide, holding steady where the weary hide. When the world turns cold, I hold my stride. Yeah, my strength grows in the far red distance wide. Faint steel blue glow rising along the cracked old highway, lighting the stride of a man who's carried storms farther than most dare to walk. I've run the steel road where the strong men quit, held my ground when the world pushed its limit. Every hard mile carved truth in my spine, taught me to rise when the edge looked fine. Every rough dawn strengthened the fire I claim. Every long night fed the grit in my frame. I've got fire running through the old steel road, holding on strong under heavy load. When the world leans hard, I don't erode. Yeah, I rise, burning on the old steel road. I've watched weary hearts crack under strain, seen dreams fall short in the pouring rain. But something in me keeps burning alive, a stubborn spark built to survive. And when doubt hits sharp like a cold night blow, I breathe deep, lock in, let the fire grow. I've got fire running through the old steel road, holding strong under heavy load. When the world leans hard, I don't erode. Yeah, I rise, burning on the old steel road. Dim copper haze rolls across the desert span, outlining the stance of a man who's learned to rise, even when the world burns around him. I stood in heat that could blister bone, held my ground when I walked alone. Every rough outcarved truth in my chest taught me to rise when life pushed its test. Every scorching dawn strengthened the fire I hold. Every heavy mile shaped a story bold. Retreat. Yeah, I rise stronger through the shadow heat. I've watched strong hearts fade in the burning air, seen courage crack under too much care. Something in me keeps burning alive, a stubborn grit built to survive. And when doubt glows hot like a flame too near, I breathe slow, stand tall, kill the fear. I stand through the shadows. Cold silver moon hangs over the midnight ridge, casting a faint glow on a man who's walked too many dark miles to ever turn back. I've crossed a ridge where the strong men tired, held my ground through the wind and fire. Every long night carved truth in my bones, taught me to rise even when I walked alone. Every harsh echo strengthened the flame I own. Every midnight mile sharpened muscle and bow. I carry fire through the midnight ridge, holding strong where the weak unbreathed. steady on the midnight ridge. Burning red gale sweeps across the open flats, carrying the breath of a man who's learned to stand where few remain standing. I felt the wind try to tear my name apart, cut straight through the ribs and test my heart. Every rough season carved truth in my frame, taught me to rise when the world fed me flame. Every blistered mile sharpened the steel I hold, every cold dawn etched a storyboard. I stand through the blood red gale, steady and strong, holding firm when the nights grow long. When doubt blows hard, I don't derail. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the burn red gale. I watch fire fade from a working man's stare, seen good hopes fall under too much wear, but something in me keeps burning alive, a stubborn spark built to survive. And when the heat bears down like a hammer of fate, I breathe deep, plant firm, carry the weight. I stand through the burn red gale, steady and strong, holding firm when the nights grow long. When doubt blows hard, I don't derail. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the burn red gale. Softens warm beneath my boots, still standing, still me. I stand through the burn red gale, steady and strong, holding firm when the nights grow long. When doubt blows hard, hard, I don't derail. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the burn red gate. A muted copper dawn climbs over the iron ridge, light in the stride of a man who's risen through trials few ever see. I walked the ridge where the cold winds bite, stood my ground in the dying light. Every jagged mile carved truth in my bones, taught me to rise when I walked alone. Every harsh echo hardened the fire I keep. Every dark climb dug strength down deep. I rise beyond the iron ridges climb, holding steady through the weight of time. When doubt grows tall, I don't resign. Yeah, I rise stronger past the iron ridge line. I've seen hope dim in a working man's eyes, watched dreams bow down under heavy skies. But something in me keeps burning alive, a stubborn fire built to survive. And when the cold cuts sharp along my path, I breathe deep, stand firm, outlast the wrath. I rise beyond the iron ridges climb, holding steady through the weight of time. When doubt grows tall, I don't resign. Yeah, I rise stronger past the iron ridge line. And the dawn settles warm beneath my boots, still rising, still me. A pale gold haze rises slowly over the iron valley, casting light on a man whose weather storms few could endure. I walked the valley where the cold winds claw, stood my ground when the world broke the law. Every hard mile carved truth in my chest, taught me to rise when I had nothing left. Every rough step strengthened the fire I claim. Every long night fed the steel in my frame. I stand through the iron valley's weight, holding firm when the dark runs late. When the world leans hard, I don't hesitate. Yeah, I rise steady through the iron valley's weight. I've seen hope dim in the eyes of the worn, watched good dreams shatter before they were born. But something in me keeps burning alive, like a hungry tide. I breathe slow, brace up and hold my pride. I stand through the iron valley's weight, holding firm when the dark runs late. When the world leans hard, I don't hesitate. Yeah, I rise steady through the iron valley's weight. The dawn glows warm beneath my boots, still standing, still me. A low amber glow smolders across the Blackstone drift, revealing the steady steps of a man shaped by stones and long punished miles. I walk the drift where the cold cuts deep, and stood through nights that never let me sleep. Every harsh mile carved truth in my bones, taught me to rise when I stood alone. Every dark hour strengthened the flame I keep. Every broken step dug my roots down deep. I rise through the Blackstone drift, unbroken and true, holding strong when the hard winds blew. When shadows grow tall, I push on and live. Yeah, my fire keeps rising through the Blackstone drift. I've seen hope bend in a working man's stare, watch dreams fall quiet in the thinning air. But something in me keeps burning alive, a stubborn spark built to survive. And when doubt crawls close with its heavy weight, I breathe slow, stand sure, refuse to break. I rise through the black A cold steel gray storm grinds across the ridge, pushing against the silhouette of a man who's weathered far worse. I face the storms that try to break my name, stood my ground in the heart of the flame. Every harsh hour carved truth in my chest, taught me to rise when I had nothing left. Every heavy mile strained the fire on every rough dawn, heart and muscle and bone. I stand true beneath the grinding storm, holding steady through the nights to form. When the winds turn sharp, I don't conform. Yeah, I rise stronger through the grinding storm, and stronger through the grinding storm. I've watched hope sink in a working man's stare, seen good hearts crack under too much wear. But something in me keeps burning bright, a stubborn spark that survives the night. And when doubt slams hard against my spine, I breathe deep, lock in, hold the line. I stand true beneath the grinding storm, holding steady through the nights to form. When the winds turn sharp, I don't conform. Yeah, I rise stronger through the grinding storm. You rise stronger through the grinding storm. And the stormlight thins beneath my boots, still standing, still me. Still me. Still me. The burning gold haze rolls over the far hills, lighting the silhouette of a man shaped by miles most never dare to cross. I've walked a wild back road where the strong men fade, held my stance when the price got paid. Every rough mile carved truth in my chest, taught me to rise when I had nothing left. Every battered step strengthened the fire I own. Every lonely turn sharpened muscle and bone. I rise through the wild back roads, hard bend, holding steady where the worn souls end. dim in a working man's eyes. Watch dreams vanish under cold blue skies. There's something in me keeps burning alive, a stubborn grit built to survive. And when doubt cuts sharp across my name, I breathe deep, stand tall, keep the flame. I rise through the wild back roads, hard bend, holding steady where the worn soul's end. When the world turns fierce, I don't descend. Yeah, I rise stronger through the wild back roads bend. And the last light settles warm on my boots, still rising, still me. Bruised red horizon stretches wide, blowing against the silhouette of a man built from storms and second chances. I've stood on roads where the daylight died, walked through nights with no one by my side. Every cold hour carved truth in my chest, taught me to rise when the world pressed its test. Every broken dawn stricken the fire I hold, every scar I wear tells a story bold. I stand tall through the red horizons burn, holding steady when the hard winds turn. When shadows creep close, I don't unlearn. Yeah, I rise deeper through the red horizons burn. I've watched good men fade under weight and fear, seen dreams fall silent when no help was near. But something in me refuses to fold, a stubborn blaze against the cold. And when doubt pours in like a heavy rain, I breathe slow, grip strong, shoulder the strain. I stand tall through the red horizons burn, holding steady when the hard winds turn. When shadows creep close, I don't unlearn. Yeah, I rise deeper through the red horizons burn. Yeah. And the sun climbs fierce above my worn path, still standing, still me. I stand tall through the red horizons burn, holding steady when A deep brass glow spreads across a broken ridge, cutting through the haze like the steady breath of a man who's crossed every kind of line life drew before him. I've walked the borderline where the lost men fade, stood my ground where the hardest choices were made. Every rough turn carved truth in my frame, taught me to rise when the world forgot my name. Every heavy mile hardened the fire I own. Every lonely night sharpened muscle and bone. I'm the fire that outlasts the borderlines pull, holding strong when the world grows cold and full. When shadows rise tall, I stand defined. Yeah, I burn on past the old borderline. I've seen brave souls crack under weight and doubt, watch good hearts slip when the light ran out. But something in me keeps burning through, a stubborn flame nothing can undo. And when the wind turns sharp across my spine, I breathe deep, lean in, claim what's mine. I'm the fire that outlasts the borderlines pull, holding strong when the world grows cold and full. When shadows rise tall, I stand defined. Yeah, I burn on past the old and the fading glow settles warm across my boots. Still burning, still me. I'm the fire that outlasts the borderlines pull, holding strong when the world grows cold and full. When shadows rise tall, I stand defined. Yeah, I burn on past the old borderline. And the fading glow settles warm across my boots. Still burning, still me. A deep violet dusk settles across the open flats, brushing against the boots of a man who's weathered more storms than he can count. I face the wind where the strong men kneel, fall through nights that strip life to the real. Every long mile carved steel in my frame taught me to rise when the world spoke my name. Every quiet ache sharpened the fire I hold. Every broken dawn shaped the story bold. I stand firm in the dust line wind, holding strong where the cold begins. When shadows close in, I don't rescind. Yeah, I rise steady watched hope fall silent in the thinning air. But something in me keeps burning through, a stubborn spark nothing can undo. And when doubt comes crawling like a narrowing tide, I breathe deep, stand tall, regain my stride. I stand firm in the dust-lined wind, holding strong where the cold begins. When shadows close in, I don't rescind. Yeah, I rise steady in the dust-lined wind. And the night folds gently behind my steps, still standing, still me. I stand firm in the dust-lined wind, holding strong where the cold begins. A cold steel sky hangs low above the plains, echoing the breath of a man forged by years of dust and endurance. I've walked beneath skies that felt too heavy to bear, stood my ground when the world stripped me bare. Every iron dawn hardened the flame I own, every heart my strength and muscle and bone. I burn with fire beneath the iron sky, holding strong when the last hope dies. When the world turns cold, I still rise. Yeah, I carry fire beneath the iron sky. I've watched brave souls break when the road ran long, seen good hearts fall when the nights grew strong. But something in me keeps burning alive, a stubborn grit built to survive. And when doubt cuts sharp across my stride, I breathe deep, stand tall, refuse to hide. I burn with fire beneath the iron sky, holding strong when the last hope dies. When the world turns cold, I I carry fire beneath the iron sky. Still me. Pale silver dawn rises over the ridge, brushing light across a man built from winters and warm roads. I've stood where the cold cut straight to the bone, walked long miles across hard-packed stone. Every rough season carved steel in my chest, taught me to rise when I had nothing left. Every dark hour tested the fire I own. Every broken step strengthened muscle and bone. I carry the fire through cold stone nights, holding strong. Turns cruel, I still hold my tone. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the cold stone. I watched hope fade from a working man's gaze, seen good hearts crack in the hardest days, but something in me won't bow. A stubborn spark growing into a fire. When the cold wind claws at the truth I claim, I breathe deep, lock in, protect my flame. I carry the fire through cold stone nights, holding strong. Turns cruel, I still hold my tone. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the cold slowly cross my path, still burning, still me. I carry the fire through cold stone nights, holding strong when the world ignites. When the road turns cruel, I still hold my tone. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the cold stone. glow settles over the quiet plain, marking the path of a man who's learned to rise without a sound. I've walked long stretches where no voices call, held my ground through the nights and made strong men fall. Every lonely mile carved truth in my stride, taught me to stand with no one beside. Every heavy step strengthened the fire I own. Every empty road sharpened muscle and bone. I rise through the silent gravel, steady and clear, pushing past shadows I used to fear. When the world turns cold, I don't unravel. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the silent gravel. I've heard doubt whisper through the midnight air, seen hope fade thin when the way grew unfair. But something in me burns through the deep, a flame that wakes when the world falls asleep. When the quiet cuts deep into my chest, I breathe slow, hold firm, give my best. I rise through the silent gravel, steady and clear, pushing past shadows I used to fear. When the world turns cold, I don't unravel. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the silent gravel. And the dawn stretches warm across my worn boots, still rising, still me. I rise through the silent gravel, steady and clear, pushing past shadows I used to fear. When the world turns cold, I don't unravel. Yeah, I rise unbroken through the silent gravel. A blazing orange sun pushes through the wavering heat, revealing the silhouette of a man forged by a long, merciless smile. I've stood in heat that could steal your breath, walked through days that pressed me close to death. Every blistered mile carved truth in my skin, taught me to rise where few men begin. Every scorching hour hardened the fire I own. Every heavy step strengthened muscle and bone. My strength was born in the dust heat's blaze, carved through the struggle of unforgiving days. When the world burns hot, I don't retreat. Yeah, I rise stronger from the dust heats beat. I've watched strong souls crack where the hard road's been, seen courage fade at the weight of the end, but something in me kept burning alive, a stubborn grit that refuses to let die. And when the heat bears down like a hammering drum, I breathe slow, stand tall, refuse to succumb. My strength was born in the dust heat's blade, carved through the struggle of unforgiving days. When the world burns hot, I don't retreat. Yeah, I rise stronger from the dust heat's and the sun climbs higher behind my warm boots, still burning, still me. A cold gray wind drags across the open field, echoing against the shoulders of a man who stood against far worse. I felt the kind of wind that cuts like steel, try to bend my back, weaken what I feel. Every hard gust carved truth in my stance, taught me to rise when I had no chance. Every storm that beat down forged fire within, every rough moment shaped the strength I bring. I walk through the wind that tries to break me, holding firm when the world won't let me breathe. When shadows press close, I don't let them take me. Yeah, I rise through the wind that tries to break me. I watched hope sink in a working man's chest, buried deep under trials that gave no rest. But something in me stays burning alive, a stubborn grit built to survive. And when doubt blows sharp across my spine, I breathe deep, hold strong, claim what's mine. I walk through the wind that tries to break me, holding firm when the world won't let me breathe. When shadows press close, I don't let them take me. am still standing, still me. I walk through the wind, holding firm when the world won't let me breathe. When shadows press close, I don't let them take me. Yeah, I rise to the wind that tries to break me. A dim copper shimmer rises at the edge of the plains, marking the path of a man split by hardship, but steered by fire. I've walked the long divide where the hard winds blow, stood my ground where the strong won't go. Every rub mile carved truth in my bones, taught me to rise even when I stood alone. Every broken moment sharpened my stride. Every scar I earned kept the fire alive inside. I'm the fire that walks the long divide, burning steady through the shifting tide. When the world leans hard, I hold my pride. Yeah, I burn on through the long divide. I've watched good hearts fade when the nights ran deep, lost their way on roads too steep. But something in me just won't fall, a stubborn blaze that answers every call. And when the silence cuts across my name, I breathe deep, stand tall, carry the flame. I'm the fire that walks the long divide, burning steady through the shifting tide. When the world leans hard, I hold my pride. Yeah, I burn on through the long divide. Beneath my boots, still burning, still me.